Traffic area is super dumb, extra special dumb. Yep. Okay, traffic wants to get off here and then go that way. This is too short to off-ramp though. You could off-ramp it there and loop it back. It just looks a bit weird. What do you mean slope too steep? That's weird. Explanation on the RTX and OBS lamp and bow. What does it say, like, roughly? Roughly speaking, what does it say? Could traffic go round? They get on here and go the way around. It uses RTX for encoding by the looks of it. Interesting. Costa, have a good one, sir. Ajax, because I've just terminated the highway. I'm going to use the highway later, but I've not decided what to do with it, so I've just looped it back for now. But I think that train line again is in the way. We'll just make it go down deeper. Alright, coachies, see you later. There's no space to make safely work otherwise. Yeah, it's not ideal. The game's not ideal, Baz, that's for sure. Let's see, so they can get around that way. They can get off that way. They can't get around that way, though. How about two-way tunnels from exit ramp to exit ramp and joining to joining? Two-way tunnels from exit ramp to exit ramp and joining to joining. From exit ramp to exit ramp. From here to here. A two-way tunnel. Is that what you mean? GeForce RTX GPUs feature a dedicated hardware encoder, NVENC, yeah, which is an independent section of GPU used to encode video. Scheduled to debut at the end of January, the new OBS will reduce the FPS impact of streaming by up to 66% compared with currently shipping version. The problem, Lampenbauer, the problem with NV encoding is, like, NV encoding is really good, but currently you can't get good quality encoding from NV encoder unless the bitrate is high. As in, you know, if I record a video, I'll use the NVIDIA encoder and I'll record at like 10 to 15 megabits or something. But if you stream, because you cannot use that kind of bitrate, you're down to like 4,000 bits or 6,000 bits maybe. So you're down to like 4 or 5 megabits. And CPU encoding just looks a lot better than NVIDIA encoding at that low bit rate. Now, whether this new stuff is going to do better than CPU remains to be seen. Can we smash a Baz about in there? Baz, which is your highway 4-lane anti-roundabout? I don't think it's that one, is it, Baz? Let's see how one of your constructs stacks up. The 6-lane interchange is not that. Highway traffic cross. High duty highway to 6-lane. I guess it's that, isn't it? Like in that orientation. Let's drop a prefab in. I've got bigger fish to go and fry. I can't be bothered to think about this. So we'll smash a Baz creation in. There's a 2018 version. I like it, Baz. You've got like a... You've got a more improved version that I don't have. The outrage. Shouldn't I get a free upgrade, Baz? I'll have to move this back slightly. What? I don't think so. Right. El Squirrel strikes again. Absolutely. Let's fix this up. Left turn. Straight on. Actually, I don't know about that one. Is that right, Bez? 2 turns going left, or possibly... I think that's right. Okay. Now not so keen on this. Aesthetics. Ooh. What is the mod where you change lanes? Traffic Manager, President Edition. I guess, but Paul's using CPU encoder on the streaming system, but he could give it a try to put an RTX GPU in the streaming. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, bro. For the simple reason that my streaming rig, I would, because it's water cooled, I would have to take out that graphics card and drop in a new 2080 whatever. And that's even considering if there's space in there. It's a big case, but that's a big graphics card. Then I'd need a new backplate, then I'd have to repipe everything. It ain't worth it. That kind of card, I think, is aimed at single PC streamers. Like people who want to use their card and stream from the same rig. You know, my question is, can that thing stream and record locally at the same time and not drop your frames when you're playing games? We shall see. No, I wouldn't do it, Dave. I'd just throw it over the fence to somebody that knows what they're doing, you know? Right, how do we stop traffic here turning at this junction and just messing everything up? I could just change all the light arrows on it and stop people doing it. That counts you out. Am I going to do a PC rebuild since it's been 4 years since your current build? That's not true, cuzzy. It's not been 4 years. How long was it, Dave? 2? Josh, it goes on to SquirrelPlus. Yeah, I think my gaming rig is... current gaming rig is 2 years old. The one before that was like 4 years old, and that's my flight sim rig. Okay, it seems to be working nicely. What's happening on this junction? Still suffering. Why are you still suffering? Hardly any traffic is going northbound. Where on earth is it going? Some of it goes that way. Some of it goes that way. So that traffic could have gone that way. $20.15 since last build was on YouTube. Oh, you mean like, yeah, recorded build. I never tested out your craziest creation back. Well, apparently I'm not very up to date on your creation. I could make this 2-lane. Maybe that would help take some of the strain off. So the problem is, this traffic is fighting with this traffic as well. I think we'll have to try it. Let's make it a 2-lane, see what happens. Maybe you can add a toll on that side to try and move them out north. The highway plus 2 times 6 lane bars. Is that version 2? Whoa, where's he going? I saw that. Why is this traffic sat here? Have I just broken something? It's crossing 2 6-lane roads and a highway, gotcha. Something wrong here. They should not be sat there. Oh, there he goes, finally. Alrighty, that's starting to flow. What on earth? That seems to have helped. Just need to fix this now. This is a chaos junction. What are you using for more tiles to build on? I can't remember the name of it, but somebody said that they've got a mod that unlocks all the tiles instantly, whereas the one I've got, it only does it after you've got 9 tiles. Oh boy. Oh boy. All the way back down the ramp. Wait, I just put traffic lights here. What's going on? It's just chaos. I don't know if slip lanes are going to help that much, to be honest. The traffic pretty much wants to go in all directions. A lot of it's being caused by this left turning traffic. Yeah, the trouble is when the traffic backs up, look, it causes a blockage at this roundabout. I think it's starting to work itself through. I find that traffic lights make it worse in this game most of the time, but there are occasions when traffic lights help, and I think this is one of them. There's no room for a roundabout though. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Seems to me that all the traffic is compressing into the left lane, presumably so it can turn left. Pass. See the picture, everything is connected independently. That's like most I can make when it comes to size of a prefab in the editor. Oh man. Yeah, I bet that was a struggle putting all that together, Baz. Trying to convince Skylines to let you do that. I think what we can do is perhaps take a feed off of here and bring it in there. And that will help dump some of that traffic into this area that won't then go over there. I mean demolishing this, but a feeder road into there might actually take some pressure off. Likewise, we could even have a feeder road back into here. Can you see the Baz link? Baz, do you want to post it in chat? You have 2 in your city, it works like a charm. Highway ramp. Mikey Farr, thank you very much for the host, sir. Nice beard, thank you. That should help a little bit. The sound catches you out every time, Bigfoot. Which one? We'll leave it like that for now. We could, in theory, bring a road back this way. But we'll see what happens. I reckon a good chunk of the traffic that was going left to turn left down here will take this, though. Where does that tunnel go? That's a nightmare. Public transport policy to ban a lot of traffic. Yeah, but your shops still need goods and stuff, so you then have to deal with it another way. There's no avoiding it. Ah, Cheap Seats. I forgot about Cheap Seats. Such a cool name. Right, is this the district with the union? I think it is. So we're going to have to expand this area and create more university and office space with our newfound space here. What if we'd link the highway into this? Or even linked it into that, actually. There's no single way to stop traffic permanently. With that tool, you can reset traffic if you want to. Yeah, look, that is actually starting to clear down. That little road there's done a lot. It's quite an elevation through there. I'm just wondering whether to have that highway linked to here or not, or whether to just link this to there, or just link that to there. I might just drop something off. I think we'll link in here. Oh my god, game, what did you just do? Can't link the highway if you have plans for an airport on that side. If you have an airport down here, then we're going to have a major road up to here, aren't we? Probably not going to build that way very much, so it would effectively be a road that came up to here, went off onto the highway that way, and then could carry on this way, but that could just be like a 6-lane road through there. We don't have to have a highway road between these two. Junctions are so annoying. There we go. Cool. To connect to the future airports on this highway with the motorway. Yeah, like I say, the airport would be here, and then it would bring you up to here, and then you'd be onto the highway. But we also need to think about trains and metros and all that other stuff getting over there as well. And given this is like the educated population, that's probably quite good having the airport there. So they can go and fly on the holidays. Whatever they're doing. Any chance of seeing Doily? Yes, but Mrs. Squirrel's not here. So I may have to get him myself. Unless somebody's in the house. Let's find out. Get a train track between the two motorway carriages.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Potentially that can carry on down there. We could just move the roundabout to here. That would probably work better. You dread to think of the pollution in the city? The pollution is not enough yet. Actually, I might have to put the budget on the garbage collection up. I'm going to need more incinerators. Hey, Fuzzball. Let's have a highway roundabout. 3-lane highway roundabout. What the actual are you doing, Ben?
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I'll do. Fuzzball, 8 months. And Mr. Enders 31, thank you for the content. Long time since you saw the Matrix movies. It's not that long since I saw them. But I think I saw the first one sometimes before Christmas, but besides that, like, I don't really tend to watch the third one. The first one is the best one, in my opinion. I never bother with the third one. Because it's just silly. And a disappointing end to the whole series. Anyway, Dolly's here. Let's get your schmackos, pal. Oh, cheesy bites. Cheesy bites, you're in for a treat. Come on then. Ah, piaga. Hey, hey. Here's the main man. Dolly. Let's get your cheesy bites. Muddy paws as ever. Yep. Right, I'm going to get a set number out for you there, Doyle, and that's all you're having, okay? And one's on the floor. Right, see yourself up, that's it. You prefer me over Doyle? Really? Cover your ears, Doyle. It's your mate Doyle who wouldn't refuse perfectly good AAA title games, Dave. What, like Toilet Simulator? That is not a AAA. That's a triple S, Dave. Oh, you're getting heavy. Trying to hold you up one arm. Fuzzball, yes, there is a toilet sim, as it turns out. And the reason we know this is because the Northern Alex said that Astragon approached him about covering Toilet Sim 2019. And then that kicked off a whole discussion about Toilet Sim, which is actually on Steam and is actually a thing. Scary enough. And it has some pretty bad reviews. But you can poop in different places. And they've got a Battle Royale mode in there now. And you can go racing. Right, thanks for popping in. There's one down there as a bonus treat for you, Doyle. That's your lot. Don't be looking for some more. Go on. Go on, off you go. Have a look, Riz. Have a look on Steam. You'll see it. It's actually a thing. What can you do? Go and have a look at what it says you can do. You will be amazed. Or maybe you won't, I don't know. You'll have a look tomorrow. You can kind of see why Musk wants to get off the Earth. There are some games that should never be made. And maybe that's one of them. Why does that junction curl? Wrong type of road. Yeah, it is, but I was just making sure that you was awake. Congratulations, you passed the test. You were the only one that noticed my deliberate error.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Let's lower that down. Beat up, walk back. Okay. Yeah, they can do 100 on the straight, 100 round the roundabout. Maybe we should drop that to 80.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Ah, they can do 80 down here. Let your hair down. It's plenty for that road. PC Tech, 5 months. Always enjoy dropping in and watching your streams and a great community. Continued success. Thank you very much, sir. You're half asleep, Riss. Outrageous. Let's have a look. Six-lane T with tunnel. Sounds like what we're after. Wait, why is this being so picky? Is this the really awkward one, Baz? I need to unsub from that one. Six-lane tunnel T junction. What's this? I don't... Why has it not got a preview icon? Wait, what? I like how the game let me do that. Why is it underground? Is it meant to be? Oh, it's a completely underground junction. Gotcha. What on earth? This is... I don't get this. If I move closer there, it's fine. If I move over here, it doesn't like it. What's the difference? You know what? I'm just going to do it here instead. I don't actually care. Six-lane road with decorative trees. That sounds amazing. You're now entering the posh district. I like it. Look at that. You know you're going into the posh area. I need to get some refuse collection going on here. We've got a heck of a shortage. I think this would be a decent service area down here. Or maybe up in the hills. Man, if we're going to burn stuff, and we are going to burn stuff, maybe we should do it where the trees are. So that could be a posh living area up here. Builds posh area, commissions landfill to offset cleanliness. Welcome to Detroit. Sorry, Nutroid. I think if this is going to be the airport, then we're going to need, you know, an offshoot service area back here, maybe. It's quite a long way for the refuse trucks to go, though. Reserved for future use. Right. Coal power, oil power. Nah. Geothermal, nuclear, far too clean. Longman, thank you for 21 months. No problem, Flug. The mods didn't either. Due to a mistake. Emergency services. What am I looking for? I'm looking for recycling. I'm looking for... why can't I find recycling? There it is. Incineration plants. That sounds perfect. Let's have a bunch of those. Well, the airport's going to need power at the end of the day. And this is where it's coming from. Barren over here. Okay, unpause. Let the wagons roll. Yes, they do, gens. They all produce electricity. You'll see this change in a minute, the power output. The good thing is that they consume rubbish and produce power. The downside is they produce pollution. So these trees here will start to die out shortly. Rye, the airport's going to go down here. That's been kind of penciled for the airport. Wow, I've just noticed our budget's gone rip. Hang on. Can probably dial that back a little bit. I need to build so many more schools. I'm actually losing money. This is not good. Electricity's costing us the most. Industry areas. Back onto a green. All schools are red, I know. So what I was going to do was going to expand this area here and then add more schools and then add another university because we've already got one here and this is the posh district. This is Treedom, as it's called, but I think Treedom will probably stop there. And we'll probably have another district. What do you want to call this one? And we need something for this as well. It's still going to be educated and stuff. But I just want it to have a different name. Put a council... No, I'm not going to put a council state... This... What's their policy here? Education boost, you see? Education boost. We should encourage biking as well. Get all the students on the bikes. Policies, education boost. Encourage biking. Above bar. Now, Poshville. Poshville's probably going to be up here in the hills. Peanut Drive. That's more of a street name than a district, though, isn't it? Amsterdam. What? Right, we'll call this one Above Bar. There you go. And we'll call this one Graston. Because there's no trees here. So that's Treedom and that's Graston. There's no trees. Remove the trees. Polluted area will be dumped Kirk. Well, it won't be long before this is polluting nicely.